Hey guys, welcome. So, we are going to talk about rewiring the physical brain. So, the idea is that we're all going through this spiritual experience and we have these deep spiritual realizations and these highs and these euphoric experiences. And then afterwards, we go on these lows. And so, what's occurring is we're going through an integration period where we're integrating into our physical mind and processing into our physical mind and rewiring our brains to fire along neural networks that create thoughts that are aligned with our new perspectives and our new realizations. So I'll explain. So the idea is like when people talk about, they say they're processing or they're integrating, like they're going through this process, like this down period. So what's occurring is we have these like insights, these epiphanies, these spiritual experiences, either through listening to teachings or channelings or our own personal experiences going inwards or in nature or following our excitement or with teachers. And so we have these realizations of like oneness with or deep peace, this deep peace that underlies our reality, or the realization that everything in creation is us, or that we are or with the absolute consciousness and we exist beyond it all and yet we are it all. And we have these realizations and they're very clear to us in the moment, but then the next day we wake up and our physical mind kicks back in and it says, oh, I'm not sure about this, I doubt this, I'm not really sure about this. And so we're going through a kind of battle between the two perspectives to reintegrate, and this is the process of rewiring the physical mind. And so if we look at people like Joe Dispenza with his Rewired series on Gaia that I strongly suggest you check out, he goes deep into the processes of rewiring the physical brain and reintegrating empowering and uplifting beliefs into our being, so that we wake up in the morning and have thoughts that are like, yes, I can't wait to get out of bed and create a new reality for myself. I understand that I'm an empowered creator of my reality and the magic I can create for my reality in this day is unthinkable. So we tend not to have these thoughts first thing in the morning if you're anything like me. So this is because we've still got subconscious patterns going on. And so the secret to rewiring the subconscious mind and these subconscious beliefs and these semi-conscious beliefs and these conscious beliefs that still go round and round in our head, even though we're starting to realize that we create our own reality within our consciousness. So having negative beliefs isn't serving us or humanity or civilization on any level. It's only serving a fear-based reality in the consciousness of fear and this negative energy. And so we understand this, and the secret is in my understanding. And so I suggest you do your own research into rewiring the physical brain, into neuroplasticity as it's called in neuroscience, brain science, and check out these teachers like Joe Dispenza who are like really experts on it, and look into these teachings, but understand that what it is, it's a process of, in my understanding, but we're all getting to a lot of us on the spiritual journey now are getting to the place where we're beginning to change our beliefs. We're beginning to understand there's more to reality than we were taught in our previous life. And we're beginning to integrate these new beliefs. But what's holding us back from really breaking free into this new paradigm of being like creators and co-creators of our reality is trauma, like energy blocks in our chakras connected to trauma from childhood. So we have like deep traumas, like connected with like perhaps like being shouted at by our teachers and our parents as a young ages when we were looking for love. So we've lost that deep love connection that we also need as humans, which is part of our connection as a civilization and a society. But we were so deeply wounded. What happens in trauma is when you get deeply wounded like this as a child, your psyche gets fractured and you create like control mechanisms that serve you in the moment. Like you'll suppress the emotions you feel, and you'll realize that you feel better if you suppress the emotions and avoid all situations relating to love and tenderness or something like this. And so But what happens is when your psyche gets fractured like this, is these beliefs like seem to get like somehow get deeply embedded in our subconscious, and we don't understand how they operate, like the emotions and our perspective and our belief and our understanding of what's happening and our thought patterns connected to this are all fractured, and so we can't understand what's going on, and they continue to run on their own energy for many years, for many lifetimes for some people, and for probably us, but we're hopefully coming to the end. So the idea is that we create these thoughts in our mind that the way to protect myself from feeling this pain and this rejection from my parents is never to open myself up to love and compassion and receptivity from my parents, because it'll be too painful if they suddenly change and go angry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut down all my love and my energy centers and my heart, so I don't ever feel this again. And so this has now become a subconscious belief that we believe to be true. We have a belief in our subconscious system as a part of our total energetic makeup that says the way to be happy is to close down all our love and our energy centers and avoid love at all costs, because then we won't experience pain. And this plays out for the rest of our life, the mirror effect, because this energy exists within us. We then continue to create relationships where we actually create chaos, because we subconsciously don't want to open up to the relationship and be tender and loving and open and empathic, because we subconsciously fear that this will bring us pain. We have a subconscious thought that says, no, actually don't go too deep into the relationship because we'll experience physical pain, and so we're not going to go there. But this is subconscious, and this is why we see so much chaos in relationships today. And so what we've got to do is we've got to somehow unlock the subconscious belief. We can do this through meditation, through chakra meditation, through observing the energy and what the thoughts are saying, whilst not getting sucked into them and getting in some rage in our head and getting triggered by it. We have to learn to observe the trigger, observe the energy. What is the story saying? What is the trigger? Why am I having these trigger reactions in relationships, and where is the energy coming from? What chakra is it associated with? Is it coming from a certain part of the body? And feel into the energy and listen into what that energy is saying, and write it down, and it'll be saying something like, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, I don't deserve love, she doesn't deserve love, I need to close myself off from love because it's not good for me, it's not good for anyone. Safety is in being angry and controlling people. You might notice some really weird stuff coming up, so write it down and then come back to it later when you're in a centered higher consciousness state, and you'll see how insane it is. And so now we've begun the process of bringing the subconscious thought into the conscious mind, and we're shining the light in the darkness and beginning the process of rewiring the brain. And so from here we're becoming aware. We're already beginning the process, because now we can observe it from a conscious space, saying, am I really a worthless piece of shit? Do I deserve to live in the gutter? Do I not deserve a girlfriend? Do I deserve to be penniless? And we kind of look at it and we can assess it and say, well, actually, no, I'm a divine, infinite aspect of creation. And all of creation is made of love, and God spreads his love through all of creation unconditionally. And so I deserve abundance and love and freedom and the ability to follow my path and my calling and my ability and my desire to serve humanity in a higher dimension to the best of my ability. And so we can see the difference between the beliefs, and this is the beginning of the unwiring process. And the more we go into our higher consciousness and bliss and experience these higher realities, which naturally create plasticity in the brain by creating spacious states and blissful states in us, this is the beginning of the entry point into rewiring our physical brains. So check out the PDF. Do some research yourself. Check out Joe Dispenza. He really seems to be the guy that's leading the edge in the research, in my opinion. He's got some great information on Gaia. I'm not affiliated with Gaia in any way. Maybe I should be. And I hear my buddy Hanovi was going to be. So anyway, so check out Dr. Joe Dispenza. Do research on neuroplasticity, rewiring the physical brain. Do things like art and dance and music, and do new things. Jump on your car roof if your car isn't too expensive, like my friend did to rewire his brain. Do things that are unusual, break out the norms, wear your cap backwards, dress differently. Do anything you can to change your repetitive patterns. Like, have you ever seen the movie Ghost in the Shell? Like, this is a big analogy for consciousness and awakening, which is actually what the Matrix is based upon. I suggest you see the original Japanese movies, Ghost in the Shell 1 and 2, the movies. And so in Ghost in the Shell, there's this scene where the guy gets hacked. One of the cyborg guys, the humans with a lot of implants, gets hacked. And his friend is saying, give your dog different food. He's saying you still giving your dog like dry food every day. You should try wet foods. And so when it comes out a bit later in the film, he's saying the reason I told you that I saw you were getting stuck in patterns. You were getting repetitive, and when we're in repetitive patterns, we're subtle to getting our ghost hacked, as they say in the movie. And so this is the idea. We have had our ghost hacked by repetitive thoughts, repetitive patterns, beliefs and paradigms that don't serve us. We have been hacked by programs like in the Matrix. This is like what they talk in the Matrix, a sentient program that is designed to spread through the human consciousness. These are sentient perspectives and negative perspectives that are designed to spread, and they do not serve us. And so this is like having your ghost hacked. We've all had our ghosts hacked by beliefs that are nothing to do with us, nothing to do with our consciousness, who we are, what we can create, and the truth of reality. They're complete nonsense, a lot of the perspectives. Our ghosts have been hacked, and we've taken on perspectives that do not serve us, negative-based beliefs are complete nonsense from the perspective that we're now coming to see. So, enjoy your rewiring process. Don't let your ghosts be hacked. Don't be repetitive in your patterns. Change your patterns, move in different directions, follow your heart. The more we do different things and explore the right hemisphere and creativity and art and dance and music and channeling and inspiration and just moving intuitively in the moment, the less we're able to get our ghost hacks like Bato in Ghost in the Shell, because he was getting stuck in repetitive patterns, giving his dog dried food every day when he should have taken the hint to give him some wet food, and it might have unlocked his brain and been less susceptible to further programming of the mind. Because the more we break free into the truth of reality and the nature of our being, the less susceptible we are able to buy into old paradigms, old beliefs that do not serve ourselves and humanity. So, have a wonderful day, guys. Shivai. Peace out. Speak soon. Bye.